Hello, my most amazing artists. Today we're going to be drawing a cat with a black Sharpie, and I showed you my pencil drawing on this paper just so you could kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like finished, but we are going to draw this step by step. So I don't really want you to get ahead of me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it on here and show you what I want you to do, and then I'm going to draw it on this paper. And when I draw it on this paper, I want you to draw along with me. So again, this is a directed drawing. You are first watching me draw here, then you're drawing with me here. So let's get started. All right, the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna draw the head of the cat over here in the top left-hand corner. So you want the head to be about as big as your fist. So we're not drawing any tiny little circles because we have to fit the nose and eyes and all that. We're gonna draw that later. So let's just start with a circle. So remember, don't draw it too little. So I'm drawing a circle. So your paper is going to be blank. It's going to look like this. You're going to find the left-hand corner and you are going to draw a circle. Remember, don't make it too little. Okay, now we're going to draw our ears. So cats have triangular pointy ears. So I'm going to draw the outside first, and then I can draw some inside triangles. Okay, so over here on your paper, you have your circle. You're going to come over here to one side and draw a pointy ear, and over here on the other side and draw a pointy ear. Then you can draw the triangle inside. All right, you should have that completed. We're not going to do the face yet. We're going to do the body. So I want you to notice how big the body is. This line goes. It's a curved line. We talked about lines last week, and it curves all the way around. So I'm going to draw this one. So you're going to start kind of near his ear on the side of his face, and you're going to draw a curved line. You're going to draw it all the way around to under his head, down here at the bottom, and then you're going to keep curving around. This is his tail, and we're going to curve it just right here to the back. Okay, so on your paper, you may want to try with your finger first. So think about your line's going to start by the ear. It's going to curve. So go with your finger with me all the way to the edge of the paper, all the way to the bottom of the paper. And then we're going to curve a tail and come back. Okay, so now I'm ready. I used my finger first. So here we go. I'm going to curve all the way to the edge of my paper, all the way to my bottom of my paper, all the way to under the head, where I'm going to make the edge of the tail. And I'm going to curve it almost back here. Okay, so it looks kind of weird because we haven't drawn the rest of the body. But your tail should be, don't make it too thin. Don't make it too skinny. Give it some length, or width, I should say, not length. It is long too. All right, so now we're going to draw the cat's chest, or the front part of his body. And if you look, I'm just going to come from the circle and curve a line down to the tail. It's not super curved. Okay, on my paper, it's in this space right here. You can always use your finger to decide where you're going to go. There to there. All right, now let's draw his leg. Okay, so if I look, his leg kind of starts about halfway in the middle of the tail, and it connects to the tail. So if you want, you can start at this tail, curve up, curve down, and make his little foot. Okay, so again, look, I can use my finger. I'm going to curve up, curve down, and make his foot. Curve up, curve down, make his foot. So let's try this. I'm going to start here. I'm going to curve up pretty high, curve down, and make his foot. All right, starting to look like a kitty. Okay, now we're going to focus on his face. So we're going to take at the bottom of his face, we're going to draw a triangle that points down. So I'm going to start at the top there, and I'm going to draw my triangle, and it's going to connect to the bottom of his face. Okay, so over here on this one, you're going to come up a little bit because you need to fit a triangle. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to draw my triangle. Okay, that's his little nose. And then from the edges of his nose, we're going to draw two vertical lines that go up. So we're not drawing eyes yet. We're going to draw these two vertical lines. Okay, so from one side, then the other side of the nose, we're drawing up. All right, now we can draw the eyes. Now this can be a little bit tricky, but basically we're just going to kind of draw a rainbow line And then we're going to draw a smiley face line. And then cats' pupils are not round like ours. They're kind of almond shape. So it's these same two lines, but we're drawing them sideways. Okay, so you can do both eyes. So a rainbow line, a smiley face line, and then an almond pupil. Okay, same thing over here. All right, I want my eyes to be about right there. I don't want them way up in his head. I don't want them way down here. So think about right about it there. Rainbow line, smiley face line, almond shaped pupil, rainbow line, smiley face line, almond pupil. If you have a little mess up, it's okay. All right, then we're going to add some little whiskers. I like to do 3. You can do what you want. They go right here on his cheek. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to section our cat off. And then we're going to draw lines in each section, different kind of lines and patterns. So this cat will stay black and white, but we're going to draw some nice lines and patterns. So I just kind of did some lines around. I started with my tail. I don't want my section super tiny, so I'm going to give myself some space to draw lines. And I'm just sectioning it off and going around. Now these are super big sections, so if I wanted to, I could make them smaller. Like I could do some different lines and make my sections a little bit smaller. But it's up to you. You can do that however you want. So when you section your cat off into different shapes inside for us to do different lines in, you can just section it off however you want. Just give yourself some big sections. Don't make them too small, because that will be too hard. So I could do this one different if I wanted. Okay, then maybe I want to make this section different. So it's your choice. Just give yourself some sections. All right, we will see if we have time to draw any lines today, but for today, I really want you just to get your cat drawn. It should be very big, just like these are. It should take up almost all the space on your paper. All right, have fun.